Today I am going to try on some products that I recently got during the Sephora VIB sale. Some new to the market, some new to me. If that sounds good to you, stay tuned. Today will be the first of 3 looks, complete face looks, that I will do from a recent haul from the Sephora VIB sale. So let's get right into it. The first product that I wanted to show you is the Pat McGrath Intensifies Long Wear Eyeshadow Primer. The color on this is clear. It has a 12-month expiration date. It's made in the USA with some imported products. You get 0.16 ounces, or that adds up to 5 milliliters of product. This comes in a really nice, fancy, heavy glass bottle. It has 4 stars on Sephora. It's $32. So the claims on this are that it is a prep and set eye primer with a translucent finish. Here's what the doe foot looks like. This is supposed to reduce creasing, extend your eyeshadow wear, blur your skin texture, and it lasts up to 24 hours. So the directions on this are to apply a thin layer to the eyelids before shadow, blend with fingers from the lash line to the brow bone. I've already used all of these products twice. This is not a first impression video, so I'll be able to give you my opinion about these products. The first 2 times that I used this, I blended with a brush. I didn't really care for it that way. I didn't feel like it really gave me the nice spread across the eyelids, but today, blending it with my fingers as the directions tell us to do, I feel like it feels great on my eyelids today, and it blended very easily. So a pro tip on this primer is to apply a small amount along the lash line to eliminate creasing, smudging, and mascara transfer. So let's go ahead and do that, because none of us like those raccoon eyes from our mascara. So I'm just going to put a little right here under my lash line, and we'll see how that goes. The other suggestion that's a pro tip is to use a brush or fingertips to apply to the top or to the entire lip line to prevent feathering. And so if you have little lines in your lips and you have a problem with your lip liner or lipstick bleeding, the suggestion is to use this there. So I thought that was really interesting that it could be used in that way. The next product we're going to use is the Smashbox and Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I got mine in the shade Fair Light. It is $32, made in the USA. You get 0.15 ounces or 4.5 grams of product. This has 4 stars on Sephora, and it comes in 4 shades. So it says that this uses a reflective light to brighten the look of under eye circles. So it's supposed to be brightening. Some extra claims are that it is formulated with vitamin E. It smooths the skin around the eyes. It creates an even base for concealer. This is in a nice solid glass bottle. The directions are to warm this up between your fingertips and then gently pat under the eye, and then finish with a concealer. So I was using this wrong the previous 2 times as well. I was applying this with a brush, and I was not satisfied with how it looked. I felt like it looked patchy under my eyes, and I think it looks a little better today applied with the fingertips. This is not my favorite under eye brightener. And this was kind of like the OG under eye brightener, so I was really looking forward to giving it a try. So far, this is kind of middle of the road for me. We'll keep testing it. The next product I'd like to share with you is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And this is 1.52 ounces, which equals 45 milliliters. This is $38. It's made in Italy. I got this as part of a set, and I'll show you the finishing spray later. So this primer grips, and it's supposed to make makeup stay for 12 hours while hydrating for a dewy finish. This has a 12-month expiration date. Some of the extra bells and whistles here has hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, blue agave extract, derived aloe water, plus hemp-derived cannabis seed, and all those products are supposed to hydrate and moisturize. It makes your makeup go on smooth. It lasts all day, a dewy glow. It has a really sturdy plastic container with a really nice pump on it. To apply, you're supposed to put 1 to 2 pumps on the back of your hand. This is what it looks like. Then you're supposed to take a brush and you're supposed to blend this onto clean skin. So I do have my skincare on. The suggestion is to let the skincare absorb really well before this application. My products have been on for about 30 minutes, so that should be plenty of time. After you apply this is an Anissa skincare brush that I love to apply these kinds of things with. You're supposed to let this sit for 60 seconds before you go in with makeup, layering makeup on top. This feels very cooling, and it does feel hydrating. A lot of people compare this to the e.l.f. Power Grip. I feel like this is more like the NYX primer, the one in the yellow tube, which is actually my favorite primer of all time. It's not super sticky. I don't like that super sticky feel. It does feel like it's going to adhere to my makeup, but it does not feel like my face is gooped up and gooey and sticky, so that makes me feel good. So again, that is the Milk Makeup Primer. So the next product that I was very excited to try is the Tower 28 Hydrating Serum Concealer. This comes in 20 shades. It has 4 stars on Sephora. It's $22, made in Italy. You get 0.22 ounces, which is 6.5 milliliters. The shade that I have, which is a little too dark for me, as you will see, is 6.0 IE, which is medium with light neutral undertones. So this is supposed to be medium coverage and hydrating, non-comedogenic concealer. It covers dark circles, redness, and blemishes. So you're supposed to apply this right here to the lower eyelids. And I think I've already applied too much. That was the problem I had last time. I let my concealer sit for just a second, so I'll give you some more details. This also contains hyaluronic acid, which hydrates. This is called Centella Asiata leaf, and it's supposed to soothe and calm. It has lysine, which supports collagen growth and collagen production. It's supposed to be weightless, easy to blend, a skin-like finish, no fragrance, and alcohol-free. Application: swipe directly on with an applicator, use fingertips or a brush or a beauty sponge to blend, whatever you prefer. So I've let this set for a second, and now I'm taking my Anissa concealer brush, and I'm mostly focusing on the inner corner here and on the outer corner. I'm not really trying to put a lot of product here where the wrinkles are very, very visible. So you can see, I guess I should have done one eye at a time, but I can see where this is definitely concealed my dark circles. I think that I would like this better if the color was correct. I think it is just a little too dark to be brightening. And this is, in my opinion, a medium to medium full coverage. So a pro tip for use of this concealer is to get one shade lighter than your skin tone to brighten. This tube is a really nice, hefty plastic tube. So I like the packaging of all of the products so far. I'm going to take a little sponge and I'm going to just blot any extra product off, because when you have lines under your eyes, too much product will settle in there for sure, and it'll actually make your under eyes look older. So we got that going. The next product is the Fenty Beauty Ease Drop Blurring Skin Tint. This comes in 25 shades. It has 4 stars on Sephora, a 12-month expiration, $35, made in Italy. This is 1.0 ounces, which is 32 milliliters, which I think is a little more than standard, so that's impressive. It comes in a plastic squeeze tube. The color that I got is color 6, and that is medium light, or I'm sorry, light medium with cool undertones. So this claims to be lightweight and buildable. It's a light to medium coverage, just like any tinted moisturizer would be. It offers a natural finish. Some of the bells and whistles: it's easy to apply, flexible, evens out the complexion, blurs your skin. It has this thing called a Hydra Blend Complex. It's supposed to be humidity, sweat, and transfer resistant, which is really nice. And it's also supposed to layer well under your other products. So the directions, first of all, shake well, which I already have not done. Sorry about that. And it says to apply a few drops with fingers and a full body brush. I'm going to use my BK 101. I put some here on the back of my hand. And I found that this color is actually pretty good for me. I focus the first few swipes where I really want most of the coverage to be, usually on the center of the face. I'm gonna get my handy dandy mirror. I'm using natural sunlight to film this video, absolutely no artificial lighting, so that hopefully you can see things kind of as true to color as possible. As you can see, this blends in really, really easily onto the skin. It does feel creamy, but it doesn't feel really heavy. But it feels a little heavier than a typical tinted moisturizer would feel, in my opinion. Basically, I feel like this foundation does live up to its claims. So there, that's the foundation applied to my face. The next product that I wanted to try is the Rose Ink Cream Blush. This is the a cheek and lip color. It comes in 15 colors. It has 4.5 stars on Sephora. That was pretty impressive. There is a gift set available with this blush right now. You get this full-size blush and a mini lipstick for $32. On its own, it is $32, so basically the lipstick is free. This is a refillable plastic container. It is made in Italy. It has a mirror. You get 0.15 ounces or 4.5 grams of product. The color is heliotrope. So what I wanted to do this time is use a denser brush. So I've been using a little bit more flexible brush, and I haven't been getting a lot of coverage, so I'm going to use a little bit firmer brush. This is a Zoeva. This is a slanted powder brush. I'm going to use it for the rose ink. This cream blush visibly brightens, blurs, hydrates with buildable flush of radiant color. So you can see a slight tint here on my cheek with just one application. It has squalene, which is supposed to make it weightless and hydrating. It has sodium hyaluronate, which smooths, ceramides, which protect the skin barrier, vitamin E is supposed to be richly pigmented, long wearing, and give a visible glow. As far as directions for use, you're supposed to use your fingertips or a brush to apply, and then you can add more if you want a little bit more intensity. I'm probably going to add some more of this after I apply my powder, so this is about all I'm going to put on right now. These blushes are really popular. It has a magnetic closure, and so I'm enjoying this cream blush. Next is the LYS Triple Fix Setting Powder. This is the typical LYS triangular packaging. This has 4 stars. It has a mirror. It comes in 6 shades, $19, made in Taiwan, 0.23 ounces, 6.5 grams of product, 24-month expiration date. The ones that I could find an expiration date on, I did make a note here. Some of them I could not find an expiration date on. So this is supposed to be a pressed setting powder that blurs the skin, locks in complexion products, and absorbs oil for a matte finish. So I'm first of all applying this under my eyes with a smaller brush, just a very, very light layer under my eyes. I will also put a little bit on my eyelids to set my primer. Some of the interesting facts about this powder: it has niacinamide, which reduces the appearance of pores and excess shine, green tea extract, and that's an antioxidant to soothe and replenish skin. It has sodium hyaluronate, which helps to retain skin moisture. It's talc free, it's finely milled, and as I mentioned, it comes in a nice triangular container. As far as usage, it says to gently buff onto the skin after foundation using a powder brush. This is my BK 103 brush. I love applying my powder products with this blush because I don't get too heavy of a distribution. And I feel like this really did kind of blur my face, and I felt like it set my foundation. My face does not feel sticky, and I also feel like it kind of tamed down the shine a little bit. So I'm pleased with this LYS powder. Next, I've been wanting to try this one for a while too. This is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Divine Powder Bronzer. This comes in 5 shades. If I can get it open, I'll show it to you. There it is. It's $39. It's made in Italy. 1.33 ounces, 9.5 grams of product, which I felt was generous. 18-month expiration date. The shade that I got is Naked Desire. This has blendable, lightweight, medium coverage. I'm using a really fluffy brush just to get a very light bronzing today. I don't want to do any sculpting or do anything heavy. I'm just running errands. It's radiant, blurring, infused with refined golden pearls. Fancy. Smooth and silky. As far as usage, it says to apply on the high points of the face. Use sweeping motions. You can also put it on the décolleté and the neck area to just kind of blend everything out. This has a similar luxurious black lacquer kind of packaging to her quads, her blushes, and her other ingredients or things in her line. So that is the Pat McGrath bronzer. We have another exciting product. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Seeker highlighter. This has a mirror. It is super heavy, very luxurious feeling packaging. I was so impressed. This is supposed to be similar to the shade Amrezy that was really popular back in 2018. That's kind of what it looks like. And so this is 0.39 ounces, which is 11 grams of product. It has an 18-month expiration date. This has only one shade, which is Sun Idol, and it's a pressed powder formulation. So some of the fancy things about it, it is multi-dimensional. Wow. That's shiny. Illuminating, perfect glow, ultra smooth, universal shade. And it's supposed to have the effect of a liquid highlighter, which I would certainly agree with. I used a much fluffier brush to apply this the other two times. So I used a Morphe, I can't remember the name of it, but it is a Morphe brush that I got in a collection, Ariel collection, with a pointed tip so that you guys could really kind of see this a little bit better today. I'll be walking around looking like a disco ball, but that's okay. As far as usage goes, it says to use a brush to apply to the areas you want to accentuate for, and you can layer for desired intensity. This is fancy. Very, very pretty. So we are going next to lips. Before I do lips, I just want to use a clear brow gel to get the brows going here. There we go. The first lip product that I'm going to use is by Makeup Forever. This is the Artist Color Pencil. It can be used for brows, eyes, or lips. This is a wooden pencil. It comes in 18 colors. This is $22, made in the Czech Republic. 0.04 ounces, 1.41 grams. The shade that I have is Wherever Walnut. I have another shade in this that I'm happy with. So it says that this is a cult favorite ultra blendable pencil. And that's true, this is so popular. It lines, defines, and contours. It's richly pigmented, long lasting, and it's a matte finish pencil. So the usage directions are simply draw a thin layer over your lips. If you're using this as an eyeliner, you can draw a thin line or you can smoke it out. I'm using this for lips today. Hold, please. And I feel like this is just a shade darker than my lip color. I feel like this has really good lasting power. What I like too is that the packaging here and here has the color that's inside. And so when you're looking through your little collection, you can easily see which color you want. The other part to the Rose Ink set that I got is this little mini Rose Ink lipstick. This is the satin lipstick. It comes in 10 colors. It got 4.5 stars. It has a really sleek little click-on package. It just looks really clean and sleek. So with the brush set, this is $32. The full size of this is $28. It's made in Italy. It has 0.14 ounce or 4 grams of product. That's the full size. So this is supposed to be a lasting weightless color, and it's supposed to blur the lip lines. It's a satin finish. This matches the lip liner really well. The shade is Enigmatic. It has vitamin E, Swertia Sharada extract that's supposed to plump the lips, oil dispersed hyaluronic acid, which plumps the lips, mustard sprouts, and it says that those are supposed to firm and make the lips fuller. The usage is pretty standard, smooth across the lips, and you can put more on to build the color. Just got some on my nose. This seems to have just the most faint scent that I almost can't tell of a cupcake or vanilla type of thing. So this is the first rose ink lip product that I've used. Sorry, I've got sweat on my top lip. And this is my third time wearing it, like I said, and I'm happy with it. The lip gloss that we're going to try is another Anastasia Beverly Hills product. So this is the tinted lip gloss. It's $20. It comes in 20 colors, 4 stars. It comes in a set with a lighter shade, and the set is $23. It has 0.15 ounces of product, 4.5 milliliters. This has a very luxurious feeling glass container. And the shade here is Deep Taupe, which I think is their most popular shade, which is basically a soft beige brown. This is supposed to give high shine, glossy lips. It has an 18-month expiration date. So let me show you the doe foot. This is a goopier, thicker, I don't want to say stickier, but it is a goopier, thicker type of formula, and it does give extremely high shine. So this is a tinted gloss, long lasting, glass-like shine, fuller looking lips, weightless, non-sticky, and vanilla scented. It's a light smell, but it smells really good. The usage is typical. Apply to the center of the lips, and you can use the doe foot to shape the lines really well, the way that this doe foot is formulated. So those are our lip products. This is our lip look. I think it's a really pretty fall neutral lip. Next, we're going to go to our eyeshadow palette. And for the longest time, I've been wanting to try the Glossier Monochrome's Essential Eyeshadow Trio palette. This comes in 5 color stories. It has 4 stars on Sephora. This is $22. It has 3 shadows. Each shadow has 0.04 ounces, which is 1.3 grams. This shade or color story is Almond. This packaging is 10 and it is refillable. You can go to Glossier.com and either get this shade or try another shade. So it's supposed to be silky, monochromatic eyeshadow trio, 3 buildable talc-free finishes. There's a matte, a satin, and a metallic. It's supposed to have minimal fallout and minimal creasing as well. So I'm going to use a Refer 15 Max brush. Don't know if you guys got the Refer brushes. They have the regular size of their most popular brushes. They have a mini size for hooded or small eyes, and they have the max size for if you want more of a blurred, larger area, larger surface area, a brush to do that for you. So I'm just sweeping the matte color right here in my crease. I do have hooded eyes, so you'll notice that I am going above my crease, and that creates dimension, and it also opens the eyes up a little bit. I'm going to take that same color, sweep it in the corner, just like this. We're just going to do such a simple look today. And I'm going to take a little bit smaller of a brush, the Rephr 03. I'm going to go into this matte with this Rephr 03. Just go under the eye, just like that. I'm going to show you what the satin color looks like first. This is the satin color, and I'm going to put this on with my fingertips. The instructions do say that you can use a fingertip or a brush. So there's the satin color. By itself, that's a beautiful look. Excuse my cough. So you could leave it right there. I'm going to take the metallic shade. I'm going to put it in the center of the eye, just to highlight that a little bit. Effortless look. So that is the Glossier eyeshadow. On Sephora, these are out of stock most of the time. I just happen to get it at just the right moment, and I found it. We're going to do our eyeliner next, and I got the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Waterproof Eyeliner Pencil. I actually got this in a trio gift set. The set is $39. This shade is Whiskey, which is a rich brown. Also, it comes in a black and a plum color. Singularly, these are $25. The set is $39. This is made in the USA with imported ingredients. Also, the color on this crayon matches the color that's inside too, so that's really, really nice. This is a rich brown matte at 0.04 ounces or 1.2 grams. It claims to be waterproof, ultra creamy, and it delivers intense smudge proof eyeshadow up to 16 hours of wear. I'm going to put this in my top waterline. When you put a dark color up here, it makes your lashes look longer, and it really just that little step opens up your eye. Okay, so I put it first of all there in the top waterline. Also, this is supposed to be creamy and hydrating. It has vitamin E, jojoba oil, smooth line application. We'll see about that in a moment. Non-dragging or pulling, 24-month expiration date. So what I'm going to do is take my mirror, and we are going to do a small line up here. I hope you can see. We're going to start on the outer corner. Oh yeah, this is smooth. Oh yeah. That was easy. Easy and very quick. Well, I'm glad that I got the set. If I got the set and I didn't like them, I would be stuck with 3 of them. So I watched other reviews. I thought I would like it, and I do. Very, very nice. So I have it like this. What you could also do is take a brush. Let's use a triangular brush. And you can kind of smudge it out a little bit. There we go. Just like that. So I'm glad that I got that. I'm glad I liked it. We're going to next use another Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil. This shade is Boundless Bisque. Just to remind you, the color matches what's inside. It has 18 colors, 4.5 stars, $22. And this particular color is very, very light. It's called Boundless Bisque. I like to put it here in my lower lash line. It opens up the eye. You can also use this under your brow right here to define your brows. You can also use this right here in the tear duct to brighten your eyes. So this is a really helpful shade to have, and that's why I got this one. I also got Sephora eyebrow products. The first thing I got is the retractable eyebrow pencil. This is supposed to be waterproof. It's $12. It has a little plastic tube and it has 12 colors. It has 4 stars. The color that I got is taupe. It's made in Germany. You get 0.03 ounces, which is 0.08 grams of product. This has an ultra fine tip and a spoolie. Very, very tiny tip on this. So that's supposed to allow you to create hair-like strokes. This is also supposed to be long-lasting, natural, and stays put, won't smudge. It says, as far as directions, just the usual stuff. So we're going to fill in our brows now. I feel like this color is really good. One of the problems that I have as someone with lighter hair is that a lot of the light shades are too warm, and I need a cooler color to match not only my skin tone, but also, as you can tell, my brows are pretty much white. But basically this matches my natural hair color. And it matches my cooler skin. I'll do a little bit more with my brows off camera because I don't want you guys to wait, but then you can take a spoolie, go through again to fluff them up again. A more popular brow product that I got from Sephora is the tinted brow gel. This also comes in 12 colors. This is also $12. It comes in a plastic container, 4 stars, 0.16 ounces, which is 5 milliliters, made in Italy, 6-month expiration date. The shade I got in this is 01 Blonde because this is actually a little dark. Even that shade is a little dark. So it's supposed to combine texture and volume in a waterproof formula. It contains microfibers. So what you're supposed to do is brush your entire brow with a spoolie, which I just did. And then you're supposed to start applying at the center of the eyebrow and go out to the outside. Last of all, you're supposed to try to fill in the head of your brow. So I'm going to actually use my mirror to do this part. And I have to actually remove some of the product because this is pretty dark for me. So we're going to start at the end here. And you can see this is really darkening them up. And I have to be very careful to stay in the lines too because my brows are not super thick. So this will kind of smudge. A lot of times I like to finish this off with a concealer or something like that. This is more of a wet formula. And this, again, I feel like this is just a little strong for me. I mean, you can see my brows nice and everything, but the formula is so wet and it's such a dark color that I'm really gonna have to clean these brows up. You might not be able to see it, but I'm going to have to clean them up off camera. So, but it's always sold out, this brow gel, so a lot of people must like it, and it's the Sephora brand. Now, this blew me away. This is the Huda Beauty One Coat Wow Extra Volumizing Lifting Mascara. It has 4 stars on Ulta. This is a very large plastic container. This is $23. It has a 6-month expiration date. You get 0.33 ounces or 10 mils of product, which is a lot for a mascara. The color is Vanta, which is very black. It says that it is an extreme volumizing, innovative, dual-sided brush. It coats, defines every lash, mega curl, immediate length, extra volume and separation. It's a creamy formula, just one dip it says. And so it has, the applicator has 2 sides. It has one side that's short, one side that's long, one side that's concave, one side that's convex. And so each one of these sides do something a little bit different for your brows. So I thought, one coat, wow, huh? Really? One coat is gonna do me, really? Look at that, they're already done. And I don't even have to dip in to do this side. I don't have any other mascara in my collection that does this. Can you see that? That's beautiful. So I'm thoroughly impressed with that. Do not go in with a second coat. It will get clumpy. But I've got volume, I've got individual lashes, and I've got length. So the hype is real on this one. The last product that we have today to discuss is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Dewy Long-Lasting Setting Spray. This is a nice plastic container with a really fine sprayer. It has 4 stars on Sephora, $24 for just this. This is actually the mini. I got the set. I already tried on the primer for you. I got both of these in a really nice bag for $40. The full size of just this is $38. You get 1.69 ounces or 50 mLs. I believe that's actually for the full size. So this is alcohol-free, long-lasting, weightlessly sets up to 12 hours. Your skin is also supposed to stay glowy. It gives a radiant finish. It's water-based, microfine mist, and you can use it as a hydrating mist just anytime you feel like you need a little hydration, or you can apply it in between layers. Some people like to apply their creams and then put on a mist, and then after they're done with all of their makeup, to get their powders to really set in, they like to do another mist. So what you're supposed to do is hold the bottle 8 to 10 inches from your face, spray evenly, and wait for 1 minute. This doesn't really have much of a scent to it, neither does the primer. So what I like to do is just let it dry just for a few seconds, and then I take my makeup sponge to really make everything cohesive. I like to go in with one final coat, just like that. So that is our complete look. I really hope this was helpful. We have 2 more of these to do, and I have a ton more products to review that aren't full faces, but they're just other products. So stay tuned, and we'll do another Sephora Get Ready With Me. Have a good day.